we've engaged ourselves in a mighty struggle. Not only when we talk about freedom from the Cuban Five, in our same breath, in our same voice, we speak of a just relationship, a relationship with the Cuban people and the Cuban government, a relationship based upon their sovereignty and their own sense of self-determination. So as we talk about the Cuban Five specifically, it is mandatory that we begin and continue our struggle for having the normalization of relationships with Cuba and an end to this treacherous embargo. As my government has realized, the world is changing. The region is changing. What has occurred in the last decade or 2 decades under the extraordinary leadership of our great president, Hugo Chavez, has transformed the whole region. That Cuba is integrated into the region. That Cuba is an essential part of not only the past, the present, and the future of the region. Every country realizes that. Every country has opened its arms to Cuba because they know that the Cuban struggle is a manifestation of their own struggle as well. So these 5 courageous men who have provided service around the world in the service of justice, these 5 courageous men have been the sacrificial lambs for a failed policy. We must, and as we spoke at the University of District of Columbia Law School, we must continue the fight for their freedoms. We must stand and continue to stand. We must speak up in the face of what seems to be overwhelming odds for their right. Because once the American people hear their story, once we place their story within the public framework and the public discourse and discussion, they cannot do anything else but to free our brothers and send our brothers back home to their families, to their loved ones, and to their countrymen who celebrate the heroic act. Thank you.